All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Growing Up Alien. We have Dennis with us today, which is going to be super awesome because we also have Hemelich, her husband, who will be spending a little bit of that time. I'll have Dennis explain Hemelich again for those folks who aren't familiar with him. And we also have Ika here. He's going to be going with us. So the plan is, and where are we going? We are going to go to Inner Earth, and we have been planning this for at least a week now. And they're ready for us. And we get all of our, you get all your crystals ready, Dennis?
Yes,
All your crystals.
yes. So this is Ace Faces. Hello, everybody. Ace Faces Crystal, and his name is I forget the name. Can you cut?
Edna.
Oh my God, I'm nervous. I don't know why. I'm sorry.
There's
I'm
nobody
just.
here, just us. Everybody, I'm just videotaping this. There's nobody here but us two. Later on,
I don't know. Oh my God, what is this? Okay, it's fine. I'm okay. It's just like.
oh, God.
So through the crystal, I like to use this faces crystal because it helps me to communicate. It's a connector with the crystal, without a crystal. But as soon as I met him, we got connected. We got connected, and the curiosity, if I will, can I say this, is like most of my contacts and the frequencies names, if I can say it started by the letter A,
Mhm.
like alpha frequency. And that is very interesting because I was asking that question some time ago, and I say everything is like just like it's just coming together, if I will. Yes. So what is the idea today is before we got connected here, I was meditating and I was just emotional because we have been asking for this mm, moment, opportunity to connect with the inner earth, and also is going to be the very center of the earth and the hollow earth, because there is people too at the hollow earth where Anegalena is located. Well, most people know her as Gaia. So it's right there is a community and it's a library as well. Michaels is his name, and he's the guardian of that place. And it's like he was saying something about this big library, Alejandria. Remember that long time ago?
In Alexandria, Egypt, the
Alexandria,
one of the
yes.
seven wonders.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
he's commenting something because just is a lot of information there. So this Porco Logos, the name of this library, is containing a lot of information, and it's like interdimensional, like a portal, because you go over there. It's like it's Agartha. We are speaking Agartha is the whole seven continental that we have in this planet, in Terra, and they have 120 cities down there, Andrea. And one of the ones that I started making contact with is in a mountain, Shasta in
Hmm.
California, and they are the Telos. It's a city. They have 1.5 millions inhabitants in there, and from there is Adama, this beautiful gentleman that I start seeing in my visions, and the one who welcomed me. And I don't know if you remember that I was telling you that like at 3 something in the morning, I woke up and I was checking my backyard and I saw a big, like a spaceship, if I can say it. Why, like a tear. And I have communication with him, and I say, well, he said, I'm here present because you called me and you needed proof. So here you go, there is your proof. And I say, so what now? I was laughing because I'm so simple. I just like, and he said, no, nothing, go back to sleep. I say, is this real or I'm dreaming? And he says, no, it is real, and you are very awake. So the communication is going to continue. So since then I start seeing him, and during these connections these days is when Michaels came, and it's just so beautiful. There are no words to express how beautiful it feels, that energy, and there is more people that you wanna even imagine being in there, because that is a different, totally different realm, untouched by the surface people. Um, the objective of this communication today is hope, is to give people hope, not to be famous, not to, now I am not looking for any of that. I have no time for be famous. The thing it is connection,
Mm,
knowing that we are not alone, that there's a lot of beings out there ready to help us.
yeah.
So they have a lot of technology, Andrea, but what they are waiting for is when the time is right, come to the surface and share with us all that technology. Yeah. And I think that is amazing. For how long they have been waiting for this,
Long
only they know.
time.
Because we,
Thousands.
yes, because we normally don't give dates. Why? We don't know. The time is relevant because time doesn't exist. It's a construction,
Yeah.
and what we speak about with them over there, I don't even remember or recall um, they say something about time. We are the ones because we have that wire in our brain, and we need to understand that. It's like when you are having these experiences, Andrea, it's like you need to have an explanation, a logic explanation, and it's like, why do I need to be logic? It's because it's a program that was established in our brains, and now everything has to have a meaning.
Yeah.
And we have the tendency to, wherever we are listening in all these electronics called social media, or whatever you want to call it, it's just like, oh, but it's like people start comparing information. So my advice today with love, I am going to say this, is forget about what you know,
Yeah.
or what you hear, or what you sense. Put your center, your heart. And many of you have heard about the heart, but there is a reason why the heart is in there. Because why the heart is doing is giving the center to everything, to logic, to everything that is and exists. So that is my advice today. Listen to your heart, not through your ears, not through your logic. And if this information is resonating with you, it's this more information for you. If it doesn't, it's okay too, because what we are doing here is trying to understand. Apollo is the name of my crystal.
Oh, great. This one is this is the one up. I live on this. It's called 40 Caves, and
Oh,
the granite on the foundation of my house is huge granite foundation, and it's all from the 40 Caves area, which is right behind. This is one of the crystals that the Native Americans used to use. They used to use heat and popped out of the rocks, and
yes,
so
yes,
there is actually an entrance to Inner Earth up there,
yes,
and you can feel it when you walk through there. It's a very, very sacred area, and
yes.
I'm going there this afternoon because I got to get some more of these. But
Awesome.
yeah,
Where I live is the same. We have a lot of quartz under, and you can feel it and you sense it, those presence. It's just like in a backyard, like long time ago, I saw these people from the 1800s right there, like taking a break, whatever they were doing. I never asked questions. I should be more proactive asking questions. It's just I am an observer. Most of my job during my incarnations and all lives that I start remembering is I am an observer. Anywhere that I go, I'm observing. Likewise, I don't know if you remember when it was Lemuria and Atlantis, I was an observer. And that I guess I report all this information through the whole of information or Akashic records, just for being more specific. And that information goes over there. It's like similar to what the cats are doing.
Mm,
That what the mission they have is they
yeah,
are observers. They are observing. So through their eyes, they observe and they send. They are recording. They are sending that information. I think this is so beautiful. It's just like, again, open your imagination because through the imagination, and that is what Michael's from the Hollow Earth, he says, open your imagination because through your imagination you are going to obtain a lot of information, amazing information you didn't even know. But don't question that imagination because without it, you are not going to get connected.
right.
So let's fly and let's travel. So Andrea, so before, as I say, I was meditating, I got connection with these incredible people, and they inviting us. So we are going to be transported by a floating device. How would you say that? I just have the name. And remember, try to keep me focused because I just fly too
Take it
fast.
all.
So we are going to go to this like they have this floating like hovering
Like a
machine,
hover.
if I will.
Yeah, like a hover car.
Thank you. And that is how we are going to be transported. We are going to go over there. Those are tunnels, different kind of tunnels with high technology because they possess that technology. Yes, you are correct. There are many tunnels, there are many entrances, but right now many of them are restricted and they are closed until the time comes they can open it. But right now there are like like three of them available. They are far away, but you need to be ready for them to share that entrance, and then you can access those places. And there is people who had experienced this, and it's how they could go in there, and they are very helpful and very lovely people, especially by the mountain in California.
Oh, Shasta.
So the Shasta, thank you. See what I say about focus is too much information, so I have to spit it out somehow, but it's just like it's tough. Sometimes not even in Espanol I can say it because I say, wow, wow, wow. Because the same thing, remember, all these are frequencies. We are communicating. This voice that you hear is a frequency, it's a wave, it's energy. So we have to try to transcript interpreter, interpreting what I am listening, what I am seeing, what I am sensing, and then communicate with you guys. And as we go, I don't know how are we going to do this, Andrea?
We're just gonna
Can we start?
because Ika's already gone. He's just in con we didn't go, he just it's easy for him. So he's already just gone. He's gonna do some business down there, but he just got in contact. He just came back. He was down there talking to somebody.
Adama, probably,
We were
because
while we were talking, he was walking around over here and he was communicating with someone down there
it's incredible. People, as I say, we are ready.
to join
We
us.
can, we
Yep.
can, we can go. I'm going to try to keep my eyes open, but if the moment requires for me to close my eyes, because it's better concentration, so we can do it. So come with us. We are going to start traveling. So just remember to breathe, clean your heart. Don't think about any trauma. Don't think about any mental health situations. For now, this short video is going to bring us to a beautiful place with our brothers and sisters. I say in this way because there is no other words to say in English or in Spanish or any language in the surface. But let's come together for 1 second without judging nobody. And you guys are going to experiencing this because I'm sure, hey, Ika, I can see you.
So we got to hold hands.
Okay. Oh my God. So see, right there, that is a situation where we have to embrace this, or we must, or I invite you to, because this is the trip. This is the traveling situation. So we are going to get there. So we are there. Remember, when we think about it's like this, time is no longer here. We are there right now. And they are laughing at me because they know how I am trying to speak clear English to bring this message. And They are amazing. They use ropes. It's like cotton. It's this. It's made from the vegetation, but it's very clean, and everything they wear is still vibrating with the energy of the planet, clean and pure energy, because any nothing have been contaminated. It just is a different world. It's a different story. It's just beautiful people doing beautiful things. I will say that let's continue traveling. So what we see right now are caves like tunnels, but with contemporary like drills, if I will, if I can use that expression, but you can see the cuts that are clear and are clean, and you can see some of them shining because the minerals start gaining as we go through the center. We are going to start with the hollow um, uh, place. Catalia, if I am not mistaken, is the name of the city, and they have 1 million population over there. So Michaels is the person, how I understand his name, that is going to guide us, and of course Adama is, and Ika is, and us, and it's just like everybody's laughing because I'm trying to bring the best information that I can in. It's just like again because our brain needs to register these people's name because it's how we grow up knowing, hey, hi, my name is Dennis, what is yours? Something like that. So that is where we need to open our imagination to try to perceive what is happening here. So if I am short in descriptions, Andrea, feel free to jump in and help me to describe. So the reason why they wear robes is because it's freedom. They don't use anything that restrict them. Some of them wear sandals, some of them is in barefoot because all the time they are grounding, but also they can hovering, they can fly, if I will, because once we go to oh my God, the Crystal City, that name is going to come to me. We because they have so beautiful vegetation. See, I jumped from one subject to another. Let's continue go to Hollow Earth because
He's
right there I went to
he's gonna go ahead of us. He's gonna go ahead of us now.
go to Hollow,
He's
to
going
the
ahead.
Hollow,
He's going.
go to the Hollow.
He has business to do, so we're gonna.
We are approaching to the Hollow Earth. So it's a lot of energy. It's beautiful, mellow energy. People is going to say in the general consensus, the regular consensus, that that energy is going to kill us if we approach. But that is not true because if we have our heart where it should be, and we have this invitation to go, so we can enter to this beautiful place that is also the central sol, SOL, where is the main source of energy for the inner earth, is how they do conduct their business, if I will, is the sun that they never have a night time. It's always daytime in inner earth. So you get adjusted to that kind of life. So once you get there, we are going to approach to the library, Andrea, if I can we go over there because it's kind of the main place where is a lot of information contained. It is a building, huge building made by stones, by rocks, by minerals, and they have steps like stairs and a big monument, if I will. Um, and we go over there, and he's right there saying hello to us like this. And then we are going to go inside of the building, which contains a lot of structures and very strong mm, bases that the whole hold the building. And the walls, it's like kind of beige, like creamish color.
Yeah.
but at the same time is like light, white light
Mm.
coming.
Comes
And now,
it comes from the walls.
see, thank you. Now get ready because now we are going to enter, and the entrance is pure energy. So it's like a portal where we are going to get inside, and come with us because we are going to get in there. So Andrea, you go first.
Okay.
And Ika, I think he's there.
He's
And
already,
also,
yeah, he's already even he left us. Yeah, he's got stuff to do. So he's gonna
so so let's go inside and adjust your eyes because the vision is very shine light. And now that we are seeing better, we can see like a living room, chairs, sofas, but everything they have is made from the vegetation. Everything is natural, nothing sacrificed or anything for our comfort. And the beauty about these furnitures they have is they are adjusted to your weight, to your form, to everything, because the objective of these furnitures is to make you feel comfortable while you are exploring. Obviously, there are no books. Everything is containing an energy. Tablets, but not that is not the correct term either. So because they don't have that technology, they have computers, but those computers are, I should write this down, because it has a name. Mm,
so they have holographic tech.
yes, but that it has a name, and I was I say, oh, I have to remember this because it's very difficult for me to. It's quantum energy, but that they have a different name for this. Sounds like very biological because they are alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I see. I
Well,
should write all this down.
the
But
materials
anyhow,
are, we call it, there's like conscious materials. So the materials themselves.
yes, like, mm, hmm, anyhow, just biological. They are laughing because I say this is too much information for me to remember because when I travel and when I go everywhere, I never ask questions. I just experience the situation. So, uh, what they are saying right now is this magnificent technology to help the surface to understand where are they stand at this point. Is not a tragic message. On the contrary, it's a beautiful message for you to remember that you are not alone, and we have been waiting for this for eons. And now the time is approaching where we are going to finally going to meet you in a surface. But that is in a time that is coming, and when that comes, we are hoping for you to be ready to embrace and receive many of us that we agree to go up there to meet with you. It is going to be a lot of teaching, a lot of information that is going to be pertinent. But for now, if the population is not ready, we are working with the star seeds and the envoys because they come here often, and we are open for any inquiry they may have. Many of them are remembering coming here during the night, during the sleeping time, but others are not remembering because the density in the surface is so intense and so thick that when people wake up, they feel tired, but they don't recall any of this information. So the objective, and we have been here, is not only to support this planet, but many, as we were saying, is interdimensional and multidimensional. This means when you come inside this library, you can go to different places. So all you need to formulate is the desire, where place are you going to visit, and that is going to happen. If, for instance, Andrea, we want to go to Era right now. We just put our mind in Era and we go over there. And by the way, I was sharing with Andrea the other day that I was visiting. the soul of era. And we have that communication, and it was so beautiful. I'm recording all these memories, so someday with time I can share with you all this in a book if I will, uh, for free. Just maybe to pay what I need to pay wherever I'm going to publish it, but if I have that time, because those are too precious memories to keep it by myself. It has to be shared. So Shambala is the crystal city. See, I remember now. And that city is where the, if I can use this expression, Andrea, ascended masters to understand better the concept, they go over there and is where they receive communication and contact. So if you are ready from this library, or you have questions about the library, you have questions about the Hollow Earth, because we can go to Shambhala right now.
Sure.
No everybody can go over there because it's a sacred city where a lot is going on. As the place that I am telling you, let's go. Just bring your mind over there. And we don't put our bare foot on the ground because everywhere in all Agartha is alive. So it's so sacred that we don't even take the flowers, we don't cut anything because all they are alive and we have communication with them, with the fish, with the vegetation, with everything, the houses, and this specific place is made of a crystal. Any kind of crystal you can imagine is right there because crystals are conductors of energy. So when we enter to this magnificent place, you can sense the peace, you can sense the love, and you ojalá karamana hijala nari, so halamani ana hayara, enamo hala, and it's English. English is right now is a beautiful being open his arms and is saying welcome to our place, and the ropes are shiny and it's just like angelical, if I will, to understand better the concept. But everything is like suspended in the air, and the hair of these beings is like suspended, like, and the ropes are like if when you have a fan going on, that you feel
Yeah, you can
something
do
like
that.
that to understand better the concept. And we are right now like in a it's crystals, but at the same time, the crystals have color, like illumination, if I will, and everything is colorish and it's purples and it's orange.
It emanates from inside.
Yes, thank you. So, right there, that is the place that we are. And we have been waiting for you for a long time. And we know and we sense the hearts of many of you. And we are here to tell you that you are not alone, that we have been here waiting for these moments. There is people who have been in touch and in contact with us, but what we create as a pertinent moment is the moment for the ones ready to hear and to be present here. We welcome you. This is the place where we can travel to different places, densities, dimensions, universes with our source creators. This is the place that we think is here in Agartha, and Shambhala is a connector that we can go anywhere you may want, as the library of the Porco Logos is. We have created a safe place for everybody to be in a moment that is pertinent, as we must to be prepared for that moment of a clean heart, a clean center, a clean connector, if I will. Vidikam, um, um, sorry, the energy is so intense that to speak about the message is just like, oh, I don't know how the situation is coming. I just want to be an instrument. I'm not speaking about channeling because people have issues with this word, channeling, but somehow we need to walk you through this experience. So, are we ready to move?
We're ready to move.
Okay, say thank you for the experience. Thank you for the moment. Thank you for, oh, let's go to the streets of Shambala, Andrea, because it's a beautiful, beautiful experience. So, as they have rural areas with crystals, and as I say, full with vegetation, flowers, elementals smiling to us right now. There is just like this beautiful passage, like a road, but everything is moving. It's just intense experience. And as I say, while we are in there, we are wavering. We cannot step in anything because everything is alive and we don't want to harm anybody. But because we are in our etheric body, it's just like that sense of your real self, knowing this place for a long time, and then you know the ropes, and then you know that while you are walking is just we have to be careful to don't harm anybody. Now they are inviting us to go to the water, Andrea. So be ready to breathe into the water, and that is why the imagination is so vital here. Because anybody is going to think, oh, how you are going to bring the water?
Well,
We can.
we're in our astral, so we can do whatever we want.
So now we are into the water. That's why I have this background of the water. The water has crystals and everything is alive. Also, many whales, dolphins, and mermaids are in the inner earth, in the water. And sometimes, even from the surface, the whales and the dolphins come down here to say hello. But because we have that sense of mission to share, sense of helping the surface to create awareness, all we have to go back over there, even though it feels like we don't want to get out of here, right, Andrea? Because it's peaceful, because it's quiet, because everything it has that sense of sharing, to be unit. We are in that point that it's just we have all an identity, but at the same time we share that love, because there's no another word to say it. And is not selfish. It's just a freedom. Free is free. It's free. So we can walk also in the water, and we can see the different vegetation, the algae. We can see the coral, and we can see the fish. And please keep in mind or in your imagination that everything is shiny and everybody can see each other's auras or energy because it's how we really communicate. So it's not only telepathic communication, but it's a vibration, it's a frequency, and each one of us have one. Like when in surface we speak about the fingerprints, we in this plane we also have a signature print, if I will, and that is how we differentiate each other. The other beautiful thing in this place is we decide if we want to have a form.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, you are pure energy and you don't need to have, because if I know it's you, Andrea, I recognize your frequency. If I know it's Adama is laughing how I am explaining. But but I was how, so it's like that. And it's just like you can see Adama is a beautiful, like archangel, if I will.
Mhm.
Beautiful face, perfection. Is they are super tall. They are because the nutrition is so pure and so clean that they are very tall, very healthy, and very young. So it's it's no age, it's no time. And when another thing they explain is about the water is in a pure essence and it's a being. So when we consume the water, we are consuming pure energy, life. Same thing with the vegetation and same thing with just like is to keep us in that point of pure, pure energy. So, but because we are in a 3 and the 5D and the 6D, so we are still having these forms that you decide in some point if you want to continue in that form or you want to be free of that form. If I am explaining well things here. So thank you everybody. Now let's move to California. Remember, it's 120 is what I understand cities. And now we are going to go to Telos. Initially, I was thinking that Telos was somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean,
No,
but
no,
it's not,
no.
and is in California. Telos is a beautiful place, very similar to Era, Andrea, because they have no roofs and everything is like white and it's very beautiful. But Telos more is closer to the surface. So they are in a different intensity of time to the surface of the planet. And the streets are like rocks each other. Like how do you put that together in a thought? Do you remember that picture that I sent you that I create in artificial intelligence? How
Yeah.
do you explain that?
Oh, I mean, it's just it's like it's an interlocking, but it's smooth look of
Yes, yes.
a
And
pathway. What we might consider like a garden pathway.
yes, yes. And everything is again, it's a lot of vegetation, it's a lot of but it's not like a city itself because it's kind of a rural area. And they are like little village. Oh God, it's so beautiful. Little villages, and there are different families, and they welcome you, and they are just like humble, and they are always saying, if you come to this from the surface, you must be hungry.
Ah,
And they always offer you food. And this bring me, I don't know if you are coming with me in this trip, but I am trying, okay? When you interact with the Native American people, and when I say this, I am speaking about indigenous from any part of the planet. And it's like that because it's a custom. Where I come from, we always welcome you and we offer you food. Are you hungry? Have you eaten anything? Are you thirsty? So water and food, and you never refuse because when they offer you something, it's from their heart. Same thing if it's in Telos. They always are asking you, you're hungry. So they have these huge salons of conference rooms, if I can say it, where they constantly have conference or meetings of uh, beings from different parts of different places come through the mountain because that is a portal and they access that. No, nobody sees that because they have a system that I never have asked about that system. I guess it's crystal systems because
yeah.
it's transparent and then they can access those places. So they have
They
constantly
use
meeting.
a
It says
they use a dimensional slip.
Exactly. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you for rescuing me always when I am short and explaining things. But because there's too much information, but I think when you go over there, because as I say, everything is vegetation, and everything is well put together. He's laughing and he says, It's very well explained, Andrea. Thank you."
It's
So, it's a lot of going on over there.
it's this you would see a stone wall, but
Yes,
through a vibration, it
yes,
shifts the frequency of the atomic structure of that stone
yes,
into so basically it creates a different when area that so I mean like a when as in when it is so it separates it the atomic structure through a frequency that shifts it. So you shift into a different vibration.
yes,
And then so you move from into like space time as well. It shifts
yes,
all of the reality that you're currently in. It's not so much of it's not a dimension, a pocket dimension. It's more of a shift into something like a more like when you go from land to water. It's a morphing.
yes. And accommodates everybody according with their needs and according with their density.
Mhm.
Depends where they are coming from, because it's how powerful and how beautiful this is. If I will, many people speak about those bells, but right there in Telos, they don't need to wear that because the atmosphere and the density is like appropriate for many of them. Again, it's an experience and it's our perception. It's not right, it's not wrong. It's just an experience, and we are just sharing this experience with all of you. And open your ears from your heart, not from your head, because this is going to bring you there. And if you are humble enough, because the key here is being humble, you are going to experience it. This is just, as I said before, when you meditate, when you close your eyes, when you, or even with your eyes open, you can sense it. It's just like bringing all this information during this recording is what makes this very difficult, because there are no words, because there are not, to explain all this. Not even drawing or trying to do artificial intelligence is going to bring the reality of what we are perceiving, because it's really perfect and it's beautiful. And obviously, everybody is perceiving and experiencing what they are experiencing according with the density. Oh, the beautiful thing about Telos, Andrea, is they can come to the 3D as well.
Yes, they do. They come
So
through.
they,
Yeah. People see them in Mount Shasta or in that area.
yes, so that is a beautiful gift, if I will, because you can be in your original stage, which is 5, and then you can come here. Depends what the experience is and what is the mission. Like people like you and I, just like is they are well made, beautiful people.
They come in through in the Native Americans that were here behind my house in a place called 40 Caves. They come in through there's actually like a what is it, like a dimensional tunnel that they come through and they would interact with the Native Americans through the 40
Yes,
and they're there. You can feel when you the minute you go in there, you can feel the shift. So there's a vibrational shift. There are spots on the planet that carry a different vibrational, and that's what
yes.
people will notice that when they get there. And it is in a different it's sort of it's very protected and it's in its own because it's protected because it can't be seen by darker energies.
Yes, but as we have been discussing, Andrea, is pure energy, pure light, and even if they have all that technology and regressive intentions, they cannot reach these places. It's like Shambala. nobody else different to the ones with a beautiful heart can access these places.
It comes from
It,
the vibration of your atoms. So it's the same reason we sit in the chair. It has to do with it's basically it's an electromagnetic um, repelling action. So it's like if you were to, I don't know, if I wanted to put my hand through this book, I can't because the atoms and the vibration of the atoms on this book and the vibration of the atoms on my hand
don't mix.
create a charge that repels.
Yes,
As opposed to when you have a charge that attracts due to the vibrational structures, then you can go through, you can walk through a wall. That's actually how they use it. So it's all science. This is how they use the vibrational frequency of the atomic structure of a thing or whatever that is. And they can use that to control what enters. So yes, you can describe it like in a spiritual way, which again has to do with the vibration of the atomic structure. But on a quantum electromagnetic frequency way, it also operates. So that is the technology, this technology. That is how the technology actually operates and why it can repel, just like the way you sit in a chair without going through the chair. It repels that vibrational. So you can't be in a, I guess the best way to describe it, you can't be in a high Zen bliss vibrational situation and then create an act of negativity.
yes.
It just isn't, it cannot exist. And the same would apply to someone or some being that emanates and works through the darker forces cannot access the higher then that's why they're always that's why they don't that's one of the things that bothers them because they cannot access those forces that are the creative forces and then that's the technology.
Yeah, amino acid technology. That was the word. Remember, I was saying, well, how you say it's out something organic? Amino acid technology. I have in a screenshot that because that came to my mind and I said, what is even that? That. So they are telling me to comment right now that the explanation you are giving and the access to these places is the key. And something that helps a lot is fasting.
Mhm.
Fasting. When we are fasting, we get lighter. And
Mhm.
when we are lighter, our energy can move freely in our body, in these avatars. So obviously, if you have any medical condition and you need to eating you constant meals, obviously you need to be responsible with that. But but fasting is a key, and that is why eating live food is fundamental, and it's why they are so healthy because they are in a nutritional diet of fruits and vegetables only, and water, obviously. But the same applies here, coming back to here, because as the dense is the nutritional diet that you are consuming is going to keep you in a different state of mind because you are not going to obtain the same result as if you are fasting and you have a light body. You know what I mean? And obviously, all we have different structures depending of our heritage or the place that we are coming from, you know? Because most people say, oh, but it has to be very skinny. That's not true because I'm a very curvy woman. I'm from Colombia, so we are very voluptuous. You know, and you want to keep yourself healthy, but you know what I mean? It's just like those are the situations. So I would like to say thank you to Michael, Sadama, and all these beautiful people. Andrea, do you have any questions? Or we can come back to the office to here to the
A
office.
world of illusion. Now Ika is going to continue. He's got some stuff he has to work through, and I'll ask him what he was doing when he was there. No, I'm actually going to be going up to not up, but I'm going to go to 40 Caves later today, and
Uh,
See what information I can get. But yeah, no, I'm going to, I think we use our light language in the sky is kuna skana era because one get it kana cash I thank them for their gracious reception of us and their sharing of their information. And then I said, from ERA, from then they know because they feel that frequency. Um, so we're a little denser. It's interesting.
yes.
It's a weird type of denser. But the inner Earth, they have a clearer, more like you clean a window. It's they have a very, I don't know, the crystal isn't really, I don't know. It just has a very precise, sharp, crisp energy that's very effervescent. Whereas the Era Hill energy is a little bit more like warm sunshine, golden energy. It's I don't know, maybe denser isn't the word, but it has
No.
a different textural energy. So energy has texture. And the signature of Era is very different, obviously. So yeah, I just thank them for being so gracious today.
And each planet has their own fingerprint or identity
Okay.
or because but the beautiful about this is through this energy and all these incredible people we are connected. So yeah, that is one of the main mission of Shambala, that is just like create that connector with everywhere, anybody, because that is the objective. So if we say every planet, every density, every universe has a Shambhala, which is the same, just because we have to say it to understand here this language, but it's connecting us all. This is amazing. When I learn this, I say, wow, this is pretty cool. It's beautiful. Yes, it's just, it's, thank you. The message is
Yeah,
simple.
we
It's nothing that we are going to say, oh my God, they just like the news, right? The message is just this message that we are ready. We are here for you. You are not alone. Just be prepared, be aware, um, try to connect with yourself. Everything is magnificent and sacred as is in its surface. Just we have to create that environment to be grateful and gracious with our beloved planet. She is a very strong being and she is dealing with a lot of changes, but everything is because of the love, unconditional love, because we are traveling to all these places, we go anywhere, but we must to be the credit to the main one, and that's her, because without her, we will not be here because she is the one who is allowing us to have all these experiences. And just to continue with our journey, I just want to add that the inner earth has oceans, has skies, and they also can see the stars and the planets through the hollows, through the structures, open structures. I don't have a word in this moment in my head. And all planets are hollow, and the Arctic and the Antarctic, the poles,
Yes,
the
the poll.
poles. And through there is just like the reflection of the northern lights is that we can see in its surface because it's the reflection of the central sun,
Right. Right.
and you see it in those locations is because of that. And now because the earth is spinning in different in English speed again, that is just like more, we can see more
Yeah.
about what really is happening. But it's just like if you point your heart where it really has to be, you are going to observe, you are going to sense more. But because we are not speaking about nothing tragic, it's just the experience of being just energy beings is why we are having this travel experience today. So yes, thank you to the inner earth, to
And
the hollow earth. Thank you for it,
they
for
can't
the welcoming.
stay with us up here and spend some. They do. A lot of people think they might be meeting an extraterrestrial, but they might be meeting a Terran, inner Earth Terran. They do come up every so often. So yeah, you don't know who you're going to be, bumping into.
Behind this is a lot of story, but the objective of this video today is not that. It's a lot of knowledge, it's a lot of information. But again, as I say, it's just like the simple and humble you keep your heart, the best experience is going to be.
Mm.
You know, we can say many things, but the idea here is to keep it simple, to reach everybody who wants to share this experience and knowing that we are not alone. We
Yeah.
have a lot of help, a lot of support, you know? Yeah,
Well, thank you so much, or thank everybody in Earth, and I want to thank Dennis for taking us on this lovely little stroll through parts of our planet that we need to spend a little bit more time hanging out in. So, thank all of
yes.
our viewers, and as always, see you upstairs.
Thank you.
Downstairs.
Yeah,
Thank you, Dennis.
thank you.